Hello, everyone. Welcome into Comic Book Women. Oh, thank you. Lucy, I was just about to do that, but you beat me to it. Tonight, we are going to be covering Peter Quill, a.k.a. Star-Lord. I don't believe there's any spoilers, so if you haven't seen the film yet, it's okay. We're just going to be covering the character itself. Before we get started, special thank you to Cover Price. What?
I'll say, and please don't post spoilers.
Yeah. Don't say anything in the chat because there's a ton of people that haven't seen it yet. So don't be that person. Don't post something that I haven't seen it yet.
Who saw it?
Huh?
Who saw it?
Oh. I think the only one is Laura who hasn't.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, me and you then only.
Sarah.
I was at the con all weekend. I didn't have time to go see a movie. So.
I know, but it was free comic book day. I went to 3 shops. The night ended watching a Canelo fight, and then it was Sunday. So,
Canelo, is that what you said?
yeah.
Canelo.
Ooh, that
He's
sounds
a great
delicious.
Mexican boxer.
Yes.
Sounds like a great
Wait,
Mexican
do you
dessert.
Do you know who
Where
he
I'm
is?
from.
Yeah.
Not ringing any bells.
He's awesome.
He's where I'm from.
Canelo Alvarez.
From Guadalajara.
He actually had his fight in Guadalajara.
Yeah, it was in Guadalajara.
I first saw him when he had a fight with Mayweather, and I feel like if he just had a couple more years, he could have beat him. But I think that's why Mayweather fought him when he did. Anyway.
I think that was for money. That was because it wasn't this was like for the
He
belt.
was young, right?
This was for the belt on Saturday. And it went 12 rounds. Nobody got a
12
knockout.
See, I don't like boxing because it's so boring and long. I can't do 12 rounds in one.
It's like the baseball of martial arts. Oh, what inning are we in?
Yeah. Anyways, get back to the show.
Yeah. Lord.
Anyway, yeah. So please no spoilers in the chat. Quick thank you to Nimesh, our other sponsor of the show. Good to see you here. Yeah, it's nice to have the whole crew together. It was a really cool con. So any of you that came by and stopped and said hi to Bird City, we appreciate you so much. It was neat to meet people in person. Shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. This Friday, we have the Pink and Red Ranger. If you guys follow us, we launched the blue and green for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 106 and 107. So we have 108 and 109 coming out from Carlos Del Tati. I always say his name wrong.
Are you
Make
going
sure
to do the White Ranger?
What? We're getting there. We're going to have the whole set.
Oh, real quick, make sure to follow
Are you going to do the...
Sorry, Black Comic Book Lords. I know they have an interview coming up soon. They have really cool interviews, so make sure to go and subscribe if you haven't.
Oh, I interviewed Gene from Shortbox too. He came and sat back down, so I'm going to post that to our channel probably in the next couple of days, if that's all right.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the CEO of Shortbox, guys, if you're not familiar. So I'm going to post that too.
You should ask him to come on the show. Oh.
Yeah, maybe. I want Maria the Wolf to come on. She's the coolest person ever. She's so neat. Her art's really cool too. Okay.
She's from Chicago.
Yeah. Have you ever met her, Jen?
Well, we saw her at C2E2, but we didn't get a chance to talk to her.
Her remarks are probably like in the top 5 I've ever seen in person. Her remarks are legit. She takes her pen and she's making like these blood drips on these monsters, and she was flawless. Her remarks were so good. And she sat there literally for like 6 hours and never got up, never had lunch. I was trying to feed her chicken on the side, and she's all, like didn't even eat. It's crazy.
Nice.
Okay, moving on. Hold on, you guys are all out of order. Jen needs to be up here. Okay, perfect. Peter Quill, Star-Lord. I think most of us know him from the movies, but we'll go down the line just in case there's any other tidbits. Jen?
Yeah, I mean, I knew of Guardians of the Galaxy and Star-Lord, just never dived in until after the 2014 film, and then I was like, what? Do you remember when they first announced Guardians of the Galaxy and people were like, Guardians of the Galaxy?
I was not familiar with it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were just like, why are you going with that team? But then surprise, surprise, knocked it out of the park. Or not surprise, surprise.
Not
Mm.
surprised. Well, I think the casting was so freaking on point with that this film. Like all of the casting was so well done. Sarah, what about you?
Yeah, I'm more familiar with Star-Lord in the movies. And it's played by one of my favorite actors, Chris Pratt. I am a Parks and Recs fan, and he starred as that's how I knew Chris Pratt was Andy Dwyer, which was really interesting because during the filming of the show of Parks and Rec, you saw him like in the beginning he was like this like chubby guy, right? And then
Oh my god, I was gonna say that.
all of a sudden, like I think there's an episode where he goes to England.
He's in England.
Yeah, and one of the characters in the show was like, "How did you lose so much weight? Like, why did you?" And he goes, "I guess I just stopped drinking beer," which was kind of funny because he was getting ripped for this movie role. So,
And yeah, the same. I'm on the same boat with you, Sarah. Like I remember when he was like getting, when he was gone, and then like he kept falling asleep supposedly because of the jet lag and everything. Like, and he was missing a lot. Like the way they put it into the show for him to get ready for this movie was pretty cool. And yeah, the same. I knew him. For me, still like I still see him as Andy. Even because I feel like it kind of plays almost the
You
same.
don't think Jurassic Park?
No.
no.
Oh,
No.
that's what I
Because
think.
because we watched Parks and Recreation first. We know him
Yeah.
from Parks and Recreation, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, and then it was Jurassic Park.
Right.
What's that other movie he did with Jennifer Lawrence, the space one?
Oh, I didn't watch it.
It's good.
Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's like one single word, isn't it? Like
Stellar?
I think it's
Interstellar? I don't know.
No, not Interstellar.
No.
That's Matthew McConaughey.
It's really good too. Interstellar. Though.
Anyway, chat if you guys know.
So many space
Oh.
movies.
So yeah, a bunch of Parks and Recreation. I only watched like one episode. There was like a giant hole that they wanted filled or something.
It gets better.
Was that Community?
Ron Swanson's amazing.
Oh gosh,
Yes.
yes. Ron, I love Ron. The don't be suspicious. Don't be. It's so good, Laura. You have to watch past the third episode, Passengers.
Yes.
There it is.
Passengers. That's the
That's
name.
a good movie
Yes.
too. It's a really good movie. If you guys haven't watched it and you're into like sci-fi space stuff. For
Haven't
me,
seen
if I had to put all this into one thing, Guardians of the Galaxy, it all comes down to the soundtracks. Anthony and I were at the lake, like drinking, fishing, listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. And man, if you guys are ever out socializing or you have a party, that is like the playlist to have. It is so good. Anyway, I think the music in this movie was brilliant. Ultra, what's up? He's in the chat. Hello, Ultra
Hey.
Maximus. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I think Jurassic Park. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. If you're just joining, every week on Tuesday, we spotlight a different character or artist or creator. In this case, we are talking about Peter Quill, Star-Lord, aka the main guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. No spoilers, please, in the chat. And let's kick it off with the first appearance.
Okay.
Oh,
We
wait.
did a bet. To see how many times you're gonna cry.
Right.
He hasn't cried. She
No,
hasn't
Why
watched
should
I
you
it.
haven't
do
seen
that?
a bloody movie yet, so 0.
So we made a bet. Don't tell her, girls, yet.
Did
so.
Ellie book or get the tickets for Wednesday? Are we going on Wednesday? I believe we're going on Wednesday night.
Okay,
My
so
whole
on
family
Friday
will
we'll
go see
find
it.
out.
Yeah, and we'll see. All right, so the name Star-Lord, aka Peter Quill, and let's see. Let's put Sarah on skills.
All right. His skills are enhanced physiology due to hybrid parentage. He's a master I saw this word and I was like, holy cow, strategist?
Strategist.
Strategist.
Expert marksman and hand-to-hand combat and accomplished starship pilot.
Real quick, Jen,
ladies' man.
I don't know if you were watching Lords of the Long Box before this, but I had to read the Star Wars book and I nailed it on the names.
Oh wait,
Just-
and the
I
last
saw
one, right?
that.
I saw that. Yes.
Well done.
I could tell the guys were all like, they're all like waiting for me to screw up, and I didn't. So,
Wait, are you making fun of me because I can't pronounce strategist?
well, sorta. Strategist. Jen, do you want to cover the stats? Because I know you have tidbits about
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, and there wasn't enough room, but he's definitely. I mean, he's got some ladies' man, like mojo,
Appeal.
right?
Charming.
Yeah. I would, right? Because that's what his whole thing was in the first 2 movies.
Chris Pratt's cute. Yeah.
He is.
And then for stats, so these are not just taken willy nilly. We got them from the 2013 Flair Retro Marvel card, and from the 2015 Flair Retro Marvel card. So this isn't us, and it's 1 out of 7. In case you're new. Intelligence. Sorry, I was reading the chat. It's distracting.
Peach is like busting my balls over there. I'm like, damn it, that's the one I got. That was a different reading.
Intelligence is 7, very high. Because I think of like the strategist. I kind of wonder if that's because of him being a hybrid, but also growing up in space.
His survival instincts imply intelligence, right?
And then
Yeah.
strength. I think it's 6, or is it 5?
I think it's 5. No, it's
Okay.
a 6.
Okay.
Oh,
high.
what is it?
Strength.
5?
I think it'd be a 5.
It looks 6. It's a 6 right there. So
Okay.
We're all
Sorry.
I mean, he is pretty. I would say he's
It's a
super
6.
strong. 6 does seem high.
yeah, because he's a mix. He's human and he's. Damn it! I can't remember the name of it. I read it.
Something oid.
Star.
Strength's the 3. Oh, Britt just did this. So, oops. Oh, and then I got a nice finger.
Nice.
So speed is
It's
4.
3, Jen.
Speed is a medium, 4. Durability 6, high, and then fighting is 5, medium, high.
Spartax. That's he's have Spartax. I can
Yeah,
pronounce
but they
it right.
changed it in the movies to being he's a ego son.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What are
Yeah.
they?
Like
Not
a
the-
god.
Celestial.
Oh.
He's not a celestial, is he?
And well, in the movie,
His
they
ego is
changed.
considered a celestial.
Okay.
Right? We need dance move stats. That's right.
Right?
I would
Yeah.
give him a 10. 10
There's
for
not enough
Dave.
room. There's only so much. You get 4. So which one of those 4 would you guys
Elliot.
drop for the dance moves?
Maybe it's a durability, dance ability.
That's
you
a good
go.
one. I think Britt's flipping you off yet again, Sarah. This time it's for you though. Just all criticize away, shitheads. These graphics are amazing. All right, moving on. So Jen, first appearances. Let's talk about this. We have some like diehard Peter Quill fans out there. So Ultra, I
Well,
think
Ultra has
might
it.
have one of these.
He said he has it. He's
Tell us
fortunate
about
to
him,
have
Jen.
one.
So these are kind of magazine size from 1976. It's Marvel Previews number 4 is the first, and then the second is Marvel Previews number 11 from 77.
Mhm. So let's see, Ultra. Do you have these as the first appearance since they're previous? No.
He's not saying anything.
Well, I mean, there's a delay. What if he's driving or he's talking to somebody?
We'll see.
We've
Yeah,
told
there
you
is a
guys,
delay.
We don't care if you're driving.
Oh.
Text while driving.
Don't say that.
We want to know our information and we want to know
Don't
it now.
text while driving. Come on, you guys all text while driving.
I
Wait.
wait till there's a light. I can't.
Yeah, I do it the light too. I do it at a stoplight.
Yeah, because I drive with a baby.
Or
I
if there's
can't
like
be doing
no
that.
cars around, though.
No, I
So-
drive with a baby, so I can't do that.
The first time I got my license when I was 36, right? 36? 35? I don't know. So I thought I could do that, Laura. I was in a parking garage with no one around me. I'm like, oh, I'm going less than 5 miles an hour. I'm like coasting. Let me go ahead and text something real quick.
What'd you hit? A pole? A car?
The side of the garage.
Oh my Lord.
So ever since then, it doesn't matter. If you're going to text, you have to be stopped.
Mhm.
Have you seen the Bob's Burgers where he's trying to train Tina? And it's
Oh
like
my
the
God,
slowest
yes.
collision ever. That's what I'm picturing right now, Jen. She's all boom. Sarah,
So
you're
funny.
up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Ultra, we were asking if you considered this as the first appearance. So while you're thinking about that, I will give you some little facts for your ear holes. So this was created by Steve Englehart and Stephen Gunn, who was he's the artist, which he also co-created the Skull Slayer and also co-created a Filipino comic series called Panday. What was really so there's some really interesting info on both of these magazines. Steve Englehart actually he talked about creating Star-Lord, and he had a plan, and he said so he kind of based on this because he was into astrology, because of the 70s. So his plan for Star-Lord was to have a fast action story on Mercury, a love story on Venus, a war story on Mars, and so on. But after his Earthbound beginning, where Steve established Star-Lord as an unpleasant introvert jerk.
Yeah, he's supposed to be kind of an asshole, right? That
Right.
eventually evolves. Okay.
Right. So what happened was, then Steve Englehart actually leaves Marvel. So no one ever saw that plan. So what's interesting is now we're talking about number 11. Since my camera just left. Since Steve left, writer Chris Claremont took it on, and he revamped Star-Lord. So his inspiration came from novels called The Highland Juveniles, which was written by Robert H. Heinlein. You might have heard of one of his novels called Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
So
Boobs. That was like my first movie with boobs.
So when I did my research, there's a lot of people have taken some of these stories and kind of revamped them as their own. But the kicker was, so I think you actually see it in the corner where it says a novel-length science fiction spectacular in the tradition of Robert A. Heinlein. This is actually what his lawyers, Robert Heinlein's lawyers, actually went after Marvel because they didn't like that. He didn't like that. So they actually reprinted this story, and they took that off, and they actually put a little blurb for that.
So wait, are the stats for the one that have that on it? You would think that would be worth more than the ones that...
That's what I thought, but...
Wow. That's such a cool information.
Because it was pulled. It was pulled and then reprinted, so...
Yeah, you would think that would be insanely rare if anybody got the one that actually says Robert A. Heinlein on it.
Right.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so Ultra, the Spotlight is the first appearance of the comic book. Later was the story from the Lord of the Sun's perspective. But what about the fact that they changed the origin around? Or do we not care?
Well, because it's actually on the next slide.
Oh, okay. Shit. Sorry.
Move it.
Here we go.
Okay, there it is.
Sorry, Jen.
It's okay. So I just thought that it was interesting to see the price of number 4 versus number 11, because it was a big drop off from the first slide, like kind of ridiculous. And then this one on the left-hand side is Marvel Previews number 14 from 78. And then, yes, first in comic sized appearance of Star-Lord. It's Marvel Spotlight number 80. So, prices difference is
that is crazy. I love the art on these ones, like the before one. I really like how
wait, on just the one the slide before this one.
This before, yeah, I love the art on this one, and then also the one that we're on. Not so much the one on the right, but the one on the left. I like those three. That the art is so just different. Like you can tell like the time. On those, I really like those. But yeah, hold on. I think the reason everyone, let me see. And then against. Okay. Yeah, I see nice covers. But yeah, Sarah, sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I love these covers too. I really like the number 14, which is really cool because it says the cover date was March 1978, I believe.
Mhm.
Is that right? That was the year that I was born. That was the month and year that I was born. So I'm like,
No, because you're only 25.
Well,
That's
this
not
is your
possible.
birthday book.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm 25.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and then the other one, the Spotlight number 6. This is a recap, like Jen said, of Star-Lord's origin. No, it says it's the first appearance of Peter Jason Quill as Star-Lord.
Mhm.
Huh?
So was
Wait.
he called Peter Quill in the Marvel previews?
Mhm.
He was.
I don't know. So
Oh, no.
that would kind of add to the little what's the first appearance soup.
Right?
I don't know. I don't own either of these, so it's hard to say. If anybody,
Yeah, I don't.
all right, put Ultra's comics. There we go. Marvel
Marvel preview versus the
preview
comic.
first versus the comic book first is the same scenario with Rocket. I like the comic book, but the preview cover is iconic.
Mhm.
And there's people who just do comic size, right? They don't include trades or magazines
book.
or newspapers or
That's all right.
previews. They just do comics. And then some people do everything. So it's whatever floats your boat.
Agreed.
I like that too.
Girls, anything to add?
No. Think.
All right, let's keep going. There's 40 of you hanging out with us tonight. We are talking about Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. This is a non-spoiler show, so don't be a dick and spoil it in the comments. Just participate.
Isn't it
Next
crazy
up.
how many sorry.
What?
Isn't it crazy how many people got mad at him in Infinity War?
You
They got
know,
what?
Infinity War, when Peter kind of let his emotions get the best of him.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like after that, people were like, "Oh, Star-Lord." No, just me.
I didn't.
I found it relatable. If anything, I was like,
Yeah.
I would have done the same shit. Like,
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
But you can take him out. Why would he give that up for, like,
That satisfaction, that little.
well, you would have had satisfaction regardless.
True.
Well, you could say, well, yeah. I mean, like it was emotions. His girl was dead.
He is human.
You know, like I'd be like, yeah, you're gone. You're
Yeah,
gone,
but
little dad.
gone with the glove off. Like,
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He fudged up. But okay, so we did this one last week.
Yeah, we did this last week. It has gone up because of the movie. So we figured we would just put, I mean, and you can't do Star-Lord without bringing up Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah.
That's
Nice.
how did
cool.
it go up?
It went for like $20. You see, like on last recorded sell, on the top it says CGC 9.4 for
So the
51.
slab sold for a little bit more, but that was a 9.6.
9.4, and then the other one. Well, see, I'm reading the last recorded sell value. So, and then that was on May 1st, and then on May 5th, it sold 8.5, which is a lower grade for $75. So that's the only two difference. So it was a lower grade, but it is for a lot of them.
I mean, it's not like double or triple, but it's
No,
enough
but
to where you're
it's
like,
something.
oh, it's only been a couple days.
Yeah,
But the movie,
Yes.
so, you know.
maybe. Yep, I agree.
Interesting. The guy with the $51 9.4 is like, boom. Thank you.
Sure.
Resell
And
this.
maybe it's because I watch. Oh wait, no, we had already. I was gonna say because I watch your show. They, it went up. Just kidding.
don't.
I know. I'm just kidding. No, no.
This is like we are influencers
Come
of
on, give
eBay.
us credit. Give us this $20 credit
We
on this
are
one, Jen. Come on.
Influencers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm
Per cap.
saying.
Mhm.
But I will say that the Guardians of the Galaxy movie was heavily based on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like the Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. Is that his name?
I got to meet JoJo in person.
I'm jealous. Ugh.
You should be. You know what's interesting about her, and this is a total tangent, but JoJo, people post online and it's like, okay, that's them online, but that's not going to be them in person. She's exactly like she is
You
how
could
you
tell.
would think she would be, if not better. She just
She's
has like this.
awesome.
She's so awesome. She has a sweet smile, and she's just like a really good energy. And she walks up, she's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Oh my god, you're perfect." Yeah,
I know.
she's gonna
so
come back. I
mad.
guilted her a little bit. I'm like, "You got to come back." She's like, "I will. I will."
I miss her. Miss you, Jojo.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. We can go next slide.
Next slide. Okay.
Oh, this is mine. Okay, so I picked this one because I just first I was like, what the hell is this 0.1? I also like that. I kind of figure, oh, it has to be his origin and stuff like that, right? So I read it. I picked this before I read it, and only because of the covers. They have so many covers for this. I'm so stupid. I'm trying to scroll to my phone, and I'm like trying to use my mouse.
Wow.
Yeah. Jesus. There's so many covers for number 1, like so many covers. It goes to M. You know how it's like A cover B. It goes to letter M. That's fucking insane. Oh no, just kidding. It does not. It goes to cover V. UTRQ. What the fudge? So many fucking covers. So I was like, I need to read that shit. And first, like, it has a 0 or a 0.1, whatever. Like, one's a newsstand edition, and then the other one, I guess the regular cover A. And it kind of tells like the story where he's coming from. So it's basically Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. They tell like his origin, how, and then obviously some of the stuff were changed, like how his mom died, and but it was basically everything when his dad meets the mom and things like that. So I really liked it, and it's about I think it's like basically volume 2, like that problems with his dad. They don't get along, and I only read to issue number 3, and it's by Michael Bendis. Brian Michael Bendis.
Mhm.
I wonder, because some of his show, some of the books that he has made have become shows or the movies, which is pretty cool, right? Like this, he has like a little influence that he's a good writer, and they picked.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was, they were picked because he's a writer. And it came out 2013. Let me see that. And the other cover that I picked, hold on, I can't remember the name of the.
The other cover is like Andy when he was drinking beer then, right?
Well, it's a
Let me see. It's
concept
a,
art.
yeah, it's a movie. Well, it's a movie variant. Ryan, I can't pronounce his last name. Maynardine. I don't know. It's a weird last name.
Perfect.
But I really like this because it's a movie variant. But I really enjoy the story. Again, it's like basically like I'm still in issue 3. And it's like volume 2, so you can kind of read like more into detail of what happens, and obviously like there's gonna be some stuff that is gonna be changed from the movie to the comic. And so far I'm enjoying more reading the comic and seeing like the difference and stuff like that. So I like this. I enjoyed it, and it's only $4 and $7, so it's pretty affordable. And I wonder if you can still find them on your back issues. Yeah, so I know some people like to collect the movie variants. I have never seen this one, so that's something that I would like to add to my pickup list to read more.
I think it's a solid pick. And like you said, these are affordable. So if you just want to
Mhm.
fill in some gaps to the storylines and background that you're not aware of,
Mhm.
spending $4 seems like a good way to go.
And I like that the concept art, if you get the Surrounding Comics, it's a big poster of like the whole team.
Oh, really? Which one?
So this is like the middle one. On the left-hand side would be Groot. Like, so they all, it's the concept art that they use for
It's the
You can see
connected
kind of
variant.
Yeah, the
Oh,
form.
yes. I was trying to figure it out. What was that? Because I could see, like, okay, yeah. That's awesome.
She's like, now I like it more. You just sold it to her more.
Yes. Darn.
Perfect. Anything to add, Sarah?
No, it's interesting that Star-Lord, in the movie, he, his ego killed his mom, which that's detrimental. But in the comics, a group of aliens that wanted to cut off his dad is kind of this emperor of this planet, and they wanted to cut off the lineage. I kind of like that storyline a little bit better than like
Yeah, I like that because the mom like had cancer and whatever. Like, yeah, I like that better too. That I was just telling Sam that because I read it, I was like, it changes. That's not how it happened. Like, he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this one, and he's like, oh, kind of like that better. I'm like, me too. I like this better. That they went after the dad, and because of the dad, they kind of like cut the branch, so that family tree doesn't grow. But yeah,
really fixed, Lucy. Solid. All right, moving on. Oh shit, this is me. I wasn't ready. Okay, there's a couple of reasons why I chose this. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Young Guns. This was a program that Marvel started back in 2000.
Oh, that's what you meant on the Young Guns. I was thinking Gunn, the writer. Okay.
No. Young Guns was like when Marvel, they would spotlight like the best up and coming artists in the industry on these covers. And I'm talking some of these big names were on these Young Gun covers. We had like Sarah Kelly, Andrew Granov was one of them. And I liked that they did that. It was this program that they did for a while where there'd be multiple variants done by a bunch of different young artists or up and coming artists, not necessarily young, but you get what I'm saying. They stopped doing this in, I believe, either 2018 or 2019. I'm not positive when this program.
It was right by the pandemic, just by the pandemic.
Are they, Jen? I'm not sure because I haven't seen.
Because there was that little preview that came out this past year. Momoko was on it. It's like a bunch of new. They renamed it. It's not Young Guns. It's like another.
Is it the one that
Voices?
I did?
Marvel Voices?
No.
No.
It was another. They didn't say Young Guns per se. They like changed the name to something else, but it like was highlighting all these artists that are like.
I know. I made a reel about this, but it's not called Young Guns. It's something else.
But it's the same. It's they're kind of giving, from what I understood at least, they're giving like
Stormbreakers
to get their own name.
Stormbreakers.
Yes.
Stormbreakers, Lucy. Yes.
Okay.
H&H. Yes. Stormbreakers.
Well, see, Still Chilling was closer. He says Storm Chasers, the Stormbreaker.
Yeah, I did a reel about it. Okay, they switched the name from Young Guns. Senior Guns. And I don't know. I think that's cool. I wish DC did something similar where they would pull artists that people might not be collecting yet. The Young Guns variants are relatively inexpensive, and if you want to collect them all together, this one in particular is done by Mamen Asrar. Mamen Asrar. Sorry, he's a Turkish artist. He does both foreign and American comics. I chose it specifically because there are multiple for this particular title, but I like the composition. When I think of Star-Lord, this is just a good action pose for him. But more than that, I like the idea of Marvel having this program where they get different artists' names out there. That's funny. Stormbreakers is the new version of it. So $6 if you want it raw. I highly, highly recommend picking these up. One of Anthony's friends collects like every Young Guns variant you can find. He has like long boxes of them because it's not just for this title. There's multiple titles, and these classes of artists always come up and end up working for Marvel eventually. A lot of them have. Young Guns does sound better than Stormbreakers.
Right.
I was collecting all when I first started collecting the newer ones. I was collecting those, and I know somebody's picked. It got in here one, and I think I have that one. But I was collecting a lot of those because I really liked that they were new artists, and a lot of them I couldn't pronounce. But there was one that I know, and it is still making some covers. Like a little famous, but I can't remember his name. But yeah, I like it.
Is it Oliver Copiel? He was a Young Gun.
Probably.
Phenomenal work. Kind of like a watercolor aspect to his stuff. He's really good.
Okay. So Joe said 2020 Stormbreakers were Cornero, Silva, Busto, Glenson, Coelho, Peach, Casara,
Gleason was
and
one of them?
Cabal. Gleason? 2020?
Wow.
Oh, well, yeah, isn't that the Spider-Man that got super popular?
I don't know if that was
Maybe?
done for I don't know. I'm not sure if it was the same time frame, but yeah, Gleason did do those, but I don't know if it was for these particular Stormbreaker tiles. So essentially, you could go back, you could collect all the young guns, and then you could push forward and start collecting Stormbreakers. Yeah, but there's a lot. It's a task, but for $6 a book, like if you can find them in high grade, and I know Black Comic Lords. He's one of my favorite artists. He did this Wonder Woman cover that I have in my office, and it's so underrated. It still sells for undercover, and it's so well done.
Need to
He's
look
a beast. Anyway, that's my pick, and that's why I chose it, because support the artists, man. The artists on these books is what makes people buy them. You see the art, you're drawn in, you wanna see what's on the inside. So all right, next up, Sarah.
Yeah, this is my pick. Now, again, like I said, I'm not really familiar with Star-Lord besides the movies, so I picked, this is Guardians of Nowhere #1. This is Scotty Young. And I know there's been other Scotty Youngs that
Wait, really?
Yes.
It does not look like Scotty Young, but it is this from an early Scotty Young or what?
This is 2015.
He has two styles.
Yes. He does.
This is like his early. This one looks like his early.
No, he has two styles that he'll go back and forth between.
Is it?
Like, if you see Deadpool, I would say like his Deadpool are kind of very similar to this. Yeah.
Yeah, he has two different styles that he uses back and forth. I think his other style is probably what people is more synonymous with him, right? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead.
Yeah,
Jen, it's not your turn, Jen.
Yeah, Jen. You know, she in our chat too, she was like, I'm so surprised Sarah didn't pick the baby version.
Because I forgot that. Yeah, I forgot.
So yeah, I picked this one because when I saw it, it kind of reminded me of the first movie when they're getting put into prison. And, you know, you have those like single shots, because this is a connecting cover. So the other issues, like #2 is Rocket, Gamora, and then #3 is Drax. And I also liked that the premise of it is that basically the Guardians of the Galaxy are using the Celestial Head, which is nowhere, if you remember from the movies, the big giant head where they meet the Collector. It says, you know, on the head of the Celestial, a colonial brimming with convicts and criminals. The galaxy may be gone, but doesn't mean there aren't places that still need heroes. So love this. Scotty Young's the cover artist. Like I said, the writer, Brian Michael Bendis, who is, as we know from Lucy, they are also a spectacular artist or writer.
Sarah, you know the Middle West cover?
Yes.
Did he draw that? The cover for Middle West? That was him too, right?
I believe so. Or was,
because this is almost like TV character-y to me versus like his baby characters, and then Middle West is almost like a different style.
Check Deadpool. If you check some of his Deadpool covers, the Deadpool is kind of like the same kind of like body figure, very like tall and kind of lanky. That smile reminds me. I think it's like a what do you call it? What was it? Was that a Mega Man cover that he did in the beginning? I think.
Yeah, that doesn't look anything like his stuff.
Well, that smile, right? But that smile, like I can see that smile in that cover. So if you take, I think it's bits and pieces of him. But if you are wanting to collect Scotty Young, or are, you know, somebody's like, is this a Scotty Young? Check in below. He usually has his signature with the date. So
I met Big Remo too in real life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's good, people. Again, he's one of those ones that you're like, your energy is exactly what I thought it would be. So hi, Remo. All right, this is a good pick for $3 raw. I could see people passing this over, just not knowing that it's.
Well, okay, is it $3 or $5 with $16 shipping?
I mean, again, it all boils down to: are you out there digging for hours, or are you paying for the $16 convenience of not having to go out there?
Well, the $16 came from the United Kingdom, so
Yeah,
Sorry,
I would say
guys.
reasonably it's like $6 shipping, so $3. It's probably more of like a $9 book if you don't want to go out and get it. Yeah.
Sorry, I had a. I got a little. Because Sam got approved for to go on the field trip with Romy on Thursday, but there's a field trip happening. His first field trip, so I'm so excited for him. And well, Sam is gonna go with him, but the lady that works at the school was telling me if Sam would like to volunteer a little bit more. Oh, this makes me so sad that for kids that they don't have a father figure, so they can see what a dad is. Oh, that breaks my heart, makes me want to cry. So yes, there's a lot of kids like that in Romy's school, and Sam said he will volunteer more.
Oh, because Sam's our own personal near Nirvana superhero.
right?
Yeah.
He's really a good man. The more I get to know Sam, the more I like him. Like every time I talk with him, I like him more.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, got a little teary eye. Okay.
I stopped doing field trips in 5th grade. I was like, nope, not getting on some nasty ass smelly bus, not doing it. I'm like, you guys can just fend for yourselves.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Jen, you're up. Sarah, interrupt a bunch and tell her why she chose these.
I will. Why did you do it, Jen? Why? Why?
Why, Jen? We don't understand. But wait, Jen, go ahead.
This is Old Man Quill from 2019. These are both the number ones. On the left, it's John Tyler Christopher, and on the right, I always say his name wrong. Bon Coelho.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. The one on the right hand side is the one for 50. So I know this is like this is not Earth 616. This is a different Earth, so it's a different timeline. I guess if you were into DC, this would be like an Elseworld story, or I guess not really Elseworlds because it's different Earth. But it's the Earth with Old Man Logan and the Wastelanders, and this is 12 issues. I only finished 7 or 8. It was around. There's a really good part of the story that I won't ruin for you guys, but I read that and I was like, oh, it's amazing, and I haven't finished. But it's just an Old Man Quill. This is him in the future. And
is it up there with Old Man Logan? Are we talking like the same
I
level?
think so, right? I was gonna say that too.
What?
So
Sarah's like, give me. What is it called? Like when you're at the WWE, you would like to tap them in, like tag me or
take me in. So I was all excited because I was reading this article on like fun facts about Star-Lord, and I didn't know this, and this is so cool. So and I actually found it on my podcast provider, whatever you want to call it. So back in June of 2021, there's a Marvel Wastelanders radio drama podcast produced by SiriusXM. It's 60 episodes, and you have Old Man Star-Lord, Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Wolverine, Old Man Doom, and would that be Old Woman or Old Lady Black Widow? So I thought that was really cool. So if you guys want to get more Marvel stuffed in your head,
but it's not for kids. Well, if you have like a 13-year-old or younger, I probably wouldn't say read Wastelanders and all the encompassing stuff. There's some stuff that is not.
This is listening. So
yeah, let your kids have it. They're exposed to worse.
Right?
I also met Candace. Candace, hi.
Hi, Candace.
And you're so sweet. And she's going to come on our show. She hasn't agreed officially, but she kind of agreed while we were in the bathroom together. Not in a weird way. We were in the bathroom together, and I said, Candace, you should come on our show. And then from the other side over, she's like, yeah, okay.
Dang it. I said something cool, and I was mute. Dang it.
What'd you say?
We're just kidding. I just said that's where you make the best deals.
Yeah, in the bathroom stalls. That's where all the business happens for ladies. We're like, let's get this stuff done. Candace is going to be on. Okay. Continue.
Well, I feel like he will look so hot, like when he's old.
He's And he's still got skills. He's still, a formidable opponent. But yeah, I haven't finished the 12-issue arc, but I recommend if you are curious about Old Man Quill.
That's
but
not what I did.
what?
Nothing. Chad Cave.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
I like
Fantastic.
this. I really like. I'm glad you picked this, Jen. It's something a little bit different. I like it. And it's only 12 issues, so that's perfect.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious if Marvel would ever do that as not a what if, maybe a what if, or where they would see this Old Man Logan and Hawkeye, and it's kind of like a dystopian, horrible future. But
yeah, that'd be cool. I'll watch that.
We're on walkers and wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but real quick too, the 150 going for was it $13?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm looking at Brit's pick. Whew. $13, yes.
So that's pretty good for us to buy it at 150, not for.
Yeah, it's not great for the title for the ratio to fall that far, but it's good for us if we want to get a 150. Brit, our graphic designer / behind the scenes. We've been having her add in her pick every week because she makes the slides anyway. So what the hell? She might as well. Why did Brit choose this, Jen?
I tricked her again. It was great. I love when
I think it's low key Jen's, but she just since I can edit book, I'm
I think it's Brit.
So say it's Brit.
No, because this is what I do. I will show her 10 covers, and I'm like, hey, I need help picking one. And then she's like,
I need help.
You gotta pick it.
And I'm the manipulative one of the group. It's me that's the villain here.
Well, I really
it's like you think Laura's the bad, but all along is Jen.
Jen. She had the candlestick in the library.
The clue.
It's Mr. Burns.
Because her and I work on the show on Mondays, and she sees all these things, and then every so often she's like, "Oh, how come you didn't pick this one?" And I'm like, I don't know. And then I don't hear it at all. So okay, well, I want her to start. I like this. I like her pick. She chose it. I wrote down notes. Perspective, color contrast, and dynamic movement. And to her, it popped out.
It's a Young Guns cover, too. I have this one. It's a Young Guns cover.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I have it. That's why.
Oh, it's Battle Lines.
Is that what you
Battle
mean?
Lines,
Battle
you and
Lines,
Lee.
Lucy?
Yes, that's what I said.
You said... Oh! See? You guys call me the villain. You guys say it's me. It is these three.
I don't think you're the villain.
Brooklyn does. Brooklyn's like, oh, Laura's the one that's like blah, 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 blah. But it's these three. I am the victim. See? I'm the victim.
We're all monsters.
It's my fault you don't understand my
horrible
English. That's what I said. Not my fault you don't understand my English. I said battle lines.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, Joe, she said it. She said it. My bad. Okay, we don't spend time. That's not how that went down.
I wish I can even see them there. I have not only Jen, but I have not seen the other two. I want to spend time with them. Yes.
Come to Arizona. We have a Costco.
He's a Jen.
I'm the only one that's with everybody.
Just kidding.
You know what?
I haven't met Joe. I met Yi.
Red Hood Joe?
Yeah, I haven't met him in person.
So I met, we'll talk about this back screen. Never mind. We'll talk about this later. Bird, what's up? Welcome on in. Candace, can you tell him it was an innocent bathroom conversation? It wasn't like a horrible incident. Anyway.
Now I have that. Did you guys see that I posted about, I don't know, Bob's Burgers, and then I added that song, Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Have you ever seen that?
That's what I think they're picturing too, Lucy, just to kind of illustrate my point. Thank you. $3. This is Brit's pick. And Brit, if you guys are not aware, does all of our graphics. So please. Yeah, it was on the, yeah, exactly. We were strolling to the bathroom. And it's like, you should be on our show. And she's like, yeah, I'd love to. I'm like, great. Wait.
Oh, chat, thanks.
Well, yeah, Chad, if you were in the ladies' room, that would be a problem for me. I think that would be a problem for everybody.
You know what's so, you know what the craziest thing though? Like,
What?
I don't know why Sam makes fun of me. He's like, always happens to you. I always like, because I'm always like, I hold it like, and then, I have kids. So when I have to go pee, like now. And I'm always rushing to the bathroom. So I always run into because I'm not paying attention. I just see bathroom and run in. And I always run into the men's bathroom.
Do you really? I've never done that. I would be
my God. Yes, I was at it just happened on Lennox's birthday that we took him to eat. And I was like, I was in a hurry. I went in the bathroom and there's this men's woman's over there. I was like, and I come out and tell Sam, oh my God, I just went into the men's bathroom. He's like, again? I'm like,
Lucy, you made Ferdbird have to pee. All this talk of peeing is making him have to pee.
Sorry. See.
I was so jelly when Big Group. Yeah, I asked for you though. I was like, "Where's Queen Key?"
Not on
All right,
purpose.
we're almost done for the night, guys. So bear with us. What do we have here for merch?
So this is the T-shirt that he wears and the long sleeve that he wears in the movies. And then I thought it was interesting that Marvel Spotlight signed by Stan Lee is exponentially up there, because if you go back to our second slide, I don't think it was.
Dora's not even paying attention. I'm like trying to. You're talking. Look, she's not even listening.
Aunt brought me stew.
Stew! I like
What
stew.
kind?
He makes homemade stew, and it's like the meat's so tender it dissolves in your mouth. It's like stupid.
Oh no.
Warm stew with potatoes, carrots.
Look at all of it. Like Jen is like, I want to see. AJ Surfer said it was cool to meet you and your husband, Sherbrooks Con. And then Wiki says, for the record, I met Anthony and Laura at the Bird City booth.
Yeah, you did. Wookiee fanatic, Aunt. Yeah, he was really tall. I'm like, I know. Yeah, it was cool to meet you guys. Very.
So what do you think about the price? Do you remember what the price was from the second slide for the Spotlight?
Hold on.
Hey, Percival Defects. What's up?
So 649.8, but it's like over 6 months old. 640, and then fast forward back to the other one.
640.
So it's triple the price because it's signed by Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And it had 26 bids, so it's not like it's a.
Jeez.
It's a CGC, right?
Mm-hmm.
9.8. Oh, okay. See it. Oh, wow. It's crazy. I like that shirt. New Disney shirts, adult. Oh, that's like 1, 2, 3 XL. Red Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I figured volume 2 and then volume 3 was a nice tip to Peter Quill.
Love it, Jen. This is fun too. It's nice to kind of throw in something other than just comics,
Mm-hmm.
Signed by Stan Lee. That's badass. Girls, anything to add?
I want that red shirt now.
I know, me too.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna look for it and make it.
I was wondering if it was on like, sometimes you can find it like on Disney or the Disney store.
Well, I'm sure
like $40. Like,
yeah.
Plus, $8 shipping.
Yeah.
Find one that's like slightly used, and you'll get it for like half that. Just find like a
probably
slightly used one. Wash it, obviously, and you're good to go. There's like no shit, Laura.
Did you guys see that shirt I made?
No, I posted it to my story, and you didn't respond. Like,
I didn't see it. Did you tag me? I didn't see it.
If I repost your post to my story, you get notified.
Where?
I don't know, but I reposted it to my story the same day you did it because I thought it was so cool.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't get notified. I don't know how to see it. I'm so famous on Instagram that
Yeah, it was rough. I'm like, why isn't she responding to me? Why isn't she saying that I?
Because she's an
No, I
influencer.
didn't.
She's too
Yeah.
busy.
She's too busy for me.
Influencer. You know, never mind. I'm just better shut
She's
up.
too busy with influencing.
Look at I broke my
Yeah.
nail.
So did Britt, apparently. Britt broke her nail as well.
You
Multiple
too,
times.
Britt?
No, because she was flipping off Jen all night.
Oh,
So fast.
I only got one. I only got one.
I go do a GoFundMe for my broken nail. I'm just kidding. It's like,
I
it
got
just
mine done
happened
too, and I don't
today. Damn it! No, I have to go.
Just glue one on. You'll be fine. All right. Last but not least, before we wrap up this show, Jen, what is this?
So there's a Guardians of the Galaxy comic out now. It should be
Sure.
cover price. It came out April 12th. It is 1 year ago, the Guardians of the Galaxy were destroyed. Their optimistic future shattered by the betrayal of one of their own. Now they ride the space lanes of a lawless corner of the galaxy, trying to outrun their tragedy. Can they rediscover their heroism and humility on the bleakest frontier? Can they forgive the failures of their past, or will they fade into the dark, eternally unforgiven?
Nice.
Eternally
Ooh.
Unforgiven. Damn.
And then number 2 comes out May 17th. But I really liked Star-Lord's helmet in the blade.
That is so cool.
I think that Gamora one.
Oh shit! I'm like, where? I'm like trying to look at to see. I'm like, where? Her blade. That is so cool. I really like that cover. She looks pretty awesome.
She does.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, you see, I like that. Yep,
So, JoJo, when are you going to be on with us?
I know.
Now
When
that
you
there's
coming
people
back?
watching. When?
Put her on the spot.
When are you
And
coming back?
Remo, I'm so
Well,
jealous.
maybe I think JoJo said that she watched Clone Wars. I don't remember if she got through Rebels.
I finished Rebels. Me.
I know you did.
Uh-huh.
When maybe JoJo can come on when we do a Rebel show.
I would love that. Rebels is so good. I'm still working on the Bad Batch, but that's also like I can't decide which one I like better, to be honest. I'm still really into the Bad Batch, but they're both good. Anything Star Wars, I'm slowly just tumbling down that rabbit hole, Jen. I blame you. So
Nice. You converted her. Nice job.
she did. I used to be like
really
Star Wars. I'll watch the
Yes,
movies and that's
yes.
it.
Wait, I thought you always liked Star Wars, Laura.
I always like the movies. I've read some of the comics, but the shows I always fall behind because there's like so much to catch up on. What?
2 years it took.
For me to
For
watch
what?
Rebels?
2 years.
How long did it take me to get you to watch
She's like, no.
Yes, fine. Flicks and Comics next week. You guys all saw it. She's in. Next week. JoJo will be on the show.
Nice. Oh, also we're doing this Friday. We're gonna do a show. We're on the road to 2K subscribers. 2K.
Almost.
And Aaron is giving away Something's Killing the Children. And is it is it right? Like
It's something
like,
important. It's on his Instagram. I will
Yeah.
be giving away
It's
a
a
Moon Knight black, white, and red cover signed by Jeff DeCall.
nice. I
And
still
did I
don't know.
Yeah.
when it-
sponsor?
It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna give it away. I don't want to, but I will. There's gonna be lots of giveaways, guys. Our sponsors are
Brazil.
both to be
There it
doing
is.
giveaways from Brazil. There we go. Yee. That's it's an amazing night. We're gonna try to kind of cycle in all of our shows because if you guys aren't familiar, we have Cover Lovers on Monday, we have Comic Book Women on Tuesday, the Mondo Mail Call goes live on Wednesdays, we have Thursday Long Story Short, Nearing Nirvana on Friday, and Saturday is the Morning Toy Box. So to celebrate the growth of this channel and for you guys to help support the people and the time and I don't know, just the love of comics that goes into creating Nearing Nirvana, please tune in Friday. We'll be, like, again, cycling people in and out, giveaways all night while we celebrate. We were so close to 2K. So close. Lucy, what are we at?
Huh?
What are we at? Like, how far away?
Hold on.
Sarah, what are we at? How far?
Wasn't it like 2000?
It says 1 point. It's 1.92. So it's like 900. I mean 1900 and
Wait,
Was it like
no.
12? 912. 1,912.
1.92, so
I don't know.
1920. All right, Yee.
What?
How far away are we from hitting 2K?
Oh,
We're gonna
word.
try to get there. That is the goal, to get to 2K.
Oh, good night. It's always always. We need 800. Remember? No, we don't need 800. We need 100 or maybe 100 because we're like 1900 and something.
So yeah, less than 100 then.
That
We're
Chihuahua. Let me.
almost to 2 million followers. Yes.
Oh
we're
my
gonna-
God, we were
awesome.
rich if we were. Laura's right.
It's
Let's see.
80 away.
Okay, we're not okay. 1,923 subscribers. That's
So
where
we
we're
need
at.
77.
80. So there you go. We need 80 people.
Yeah.
Man, we're horrible with numbers. Jesus Christ. Laura, aren't you like aren't you good with your numbers, Laura? What the?
I said that at the very beginning. I'm like, we're 80 away. And you're like, no, let me pull
I
up
didn't
my
say
map.
that.
Yes, you did. I said that. Anyway. Anywho, so tune in on Friday. That's going to be a fun show. We're going to try to get every single member of Nearing Nirvana to pop in and say hi. We'll be playing games, drinking, talking comics. We will keep it. We'll keep it fun. We'll keep it light. But yeah, share us out. That's what makes the big difference. And there's going to be a shit ton of giveaways. So,
Yeah.
All right, girls,
Yes,
anything to
people.
add?
Just make sure to share it with everybody. Come on, we can do this, people. Come
Yeah.
on. Share the love.
Share it.
Share it.
Like, subscribe, love, and follow all these wonderful women and all the wonderful people in the chat. Thank you for coming in and sharing all your knowledge and your love. And like, subscribe, love, and share our show out. Help us get to 2K.
We're so close.
Jen.
And if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, put thumbs up if you liked it, and thumbs down if you didn't. And then is there a sideway thumbs or no?
No.
Sideways?
Like that's probably offensive in like other cultures. Like
Of
going like that.
course.
Because I don't want
That's
anyone.
why Disney goes.
Because I don't want anyone like it getting ruined in the comments. I'm just curious if people have seen it and if they liked it.
Do we have an after show credit at all?
No, not this time. Should we do that from now on?
Yeah, because I like those.
There you go. You know, this reminds me of somebody that I don't like because she does that and she thinks she's Hawaiian. I don't want to do it.
Who does that?
So yeah, you guys are getting totally
nice.
tune in next week. JoJo will be here with us. You saw it; it's done. That's contractually binding that JoJo will be here next week. So we will see you guys.
She said
Are we
it.
gonna
Hey,
do-
she
are we
said
gonna
it.
do Rebels.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Good
We'll
night,
see,
guys.
we'll see.